Hello and welcome. In the latest news from Thailand, the operation to extract the remaining trapped boys and their coach from deep within a cave has ended for the day. 8 of the 12 boys trapped in the cave have been rescued. 4 boys were rescued from the flooded cave on Sunday, that's yesterday, 16 days after they went missing on the 23rd of June. The visuals on your screen show from the site where the briefing is taking place as we speak. Let's dip right in. All right, these are latest visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai in Thailand, where we are expecting a media briefing any moment now to brief the reporters present there about the day's operation and the condition of the 4 boys rescued today. In all, 8 boys have been rescued so far in the operation that resumed early this morning. Locals applauded and cheered as ambulances carrying the rescued boys left the old Chiang Rai airport for the hospital. Just to bring our viewers up to speed with all the latest coming in from Thailand, the operation to extract the remaining trapped boys and their coach from deep within a cave has ended for the day. 8 of the 12 boys trapped in the cave have been rescued. 4 boys were rescued from the flooded cave on Sunday, 16 days after they went missing on the 23rd of June. And these are latest visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai, where the Thai Prime Minister is arrived at the spot to interact with the rescue team and inspect the condition of the 4 boys who were rescued in the operation today. That was Thai Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha, who was seen photographed with the rescue team and local authorities at Chiang Rai, not far from the actual cave where the boys were trapped since the 23rd of June. Now, the divers conducted the next stage of operation and brought out 4 more of the boys today. The boys rescued are strong and safe, but need to undergo detailed medical checks. The rescue operations are expected to resume tomorrow to bring the remaining 4 boys and the coach out from the cave. So we'll stay on these visuals for the moment. These are live visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai in Thailand, where 8 of the trapped boys have been rescued in 2 days of operations. The operation has ended for the day and will resume tomorrow to bring out the remaining members of the football team who are still trapped inside. Remember, they went missing on the 23rd of June and they've been trapped inside the complex cave structure in Chiang Rai for almost 16 days now. So as I mentioned, these are live visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai, which is the scene of a multinational operation comprising divers from the UK, from the US, Thailand Navy, all geared towards safely rescuing the trapped boys and their coach from inside the Tham Luang cave complex in Chiang Rai. And just moments ago, we saw the Thai Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha arriving at the scene and being photographed with the local authorities and the rescue team that is supervising the operations. Now, this is a very intricate, complex operation and a multinational effort to bring the boys back to the surface, safe and sound. As I mentioned, 8 boys have been rescued so far. The remaining will be brought out as soon as possible when the operation resumes tomorrow. As we can see, Thai Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha has just left the building for his next destination. These are live visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai in Thailand, from near the Tham Luang cave complex where the boys are still trapped inside. As we watch these visuals of the Thai Prime Minister being photographed with the Thai military officials in Chiang Rai, these are live visuals coming to you from Thailand, and we'll get you all the latest from our correspondent Siddhant Sibal, who has been closely watching all the operative details for many hours now. Remember, 8 boys have been rescued so far in 2 days of operations. The remaining will be brought safely back to the surface when the operation resumes sometime tomorrow early morning. Just to bring our viewers up to speed with all the latest coming in from Thailand, These are live visuals of Thai Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha at the Chiang Rai town of Thailand, being photographed with the rescue team who have been conducting operations to bring 8 boys to safety from inside the Tham Luang cave complex in Chiang Rai. 4 boys and their football coach remain trapped inside the cave as we speak, and they can be expected to be brought back to safety once the operation resumes tomorrow morning.
กับคนไทยทั่วทั้งประเทศในการที่จะส่งกำลังใจให้กับผู้ประสบภัยไม่ว่าจะเป็นที่จังหวัดภูเก็ต
All right, just to bring our viewers up to speed once again about the latest news coming in from Chiang Rai in Thailand. 8 of the trapped boys have been rescued. Only 4 of the 12 boys and their coach remain trapped inside. And these are live visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai, where the Thai Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha is meeting with the rescue team as we speak and supervising the rescue operations. All right, I'm told my colleague Siddhant Sibil is joining us live from Chiang Rai. Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us on this bulletin. We have given to understand, we saw the visuals of the Thai Prime Minister interacting with the rescue team there in Chiang Rai. What's happening around you? What's the latest you are picking up about the rescue operation?
Well, I'm standing just nearby to that location where the Thai Prime Minister is meeting the rescuers there, and there will be a briefing shortly by the Thai officials confirming, which is already being confirmed by many media outlets through sources or through eyewitnesses, that 4 boys have been rescued today, taking the total number of boys who have been rescued in past 2 days at 8. So just 4 boys left and 1 adult. That's the 25-year-old football coach. So clearly there is the sense of optimism in the air that by next 24 hours, by tomorrow evening this time, we will get the boys, the rest of the boys and the football coach back, and that of course is a positive news after weeks of news coming in, a negative news coming in of the boys being stuck in the cave. So it's a positive news, and of course the Thai Prime Minister is just is meeting with the rescuers just a short distance from the location where I am standing. This is a temporary media base that has been set up for the visiting media, because due to this unfortunate incident, and internationally this is a big story, a global story, and a lot of media from various countries, from Canada, from Denmark, from Australia, have descended on this small town. And actually the caves are almost 1 kilometer away from the town of Chiang Rai, which is in northern Thailand, and focus tomorrow will be on rescuing the rest of the boys. Today the rescue operation started at 11 a.m. local time, and it's almost over, it seems, because now the Prime Minister is just meeting, and basically usually all these operations get over by evening, and we saw a number of helicopters going past us throughout the day. I can count the number at exactly like 4, and ambulances also passing, because that hospital where the boys are being kept, the rescued boys, the boys who were rescued on Sunday, is almost 1 hour away distance from the place where I am standing. And this is the region is has a lot of thick forest, and the fear was that the heavy monsoon rains can delay the entire process of boys being rescued. Today was a lucky day because it didn't rain. It was a sunny day, though a humid day, a lot of humidity in the air here, but largely it was a lucky day, and we are getting these reports of 4 boys being rescued, and by tomorrow it seems that the entire operations will be over. I have been told that even the Thai Prime Minister can brief the media, only in the realm of speculation right now, but it's certain that the Thai official is going to brief, because the media is in full strength here, standing, the local as well as the international media, to update, because the official word is the official word for many organizations, and that is why people are waiting for the official word. Though the security has also been increased in the entire area because of the visit of the Thai Prime Minister, who's meeting the rescuers. The mission started on Sunday. And a lot of countries have offered support. The American President tweeted. The Indian embassy had also approached the Thai government to provide help to the Thai government, and we have seen offer coming from other countries as well. So a bit of positive news coming from Thailand this evening. It's 9:15 here in the night, and it seems the night will be something that to celebrate this positive news of 4 boys being rescued from that cave in which they were stuck for almost 2 weeks.
Indeed, Siddharth, it's been a long day for you and the video journalist colleague. But what do we know more about the condition of those 8 boys, Siddharth? 4 who were rescued yesterday and 4 today. What do we know about their identities, their names, their ages and their health condition?
Well, identity haven't been released. Nothing has been released. We know the boys were between the age of 13 to 16. Only the coach was adult, and we understand even the parents have not been allowed to meet these boys. As of now, they are put in a quarantine. Focus is to make sure that these boys who were rescued yesterday and today also, that these boys get all the facilities, medical facilities, and focus not only on physical but on the mental situation as well, because remember, these boys can suffer long-term psychological disorders, and these can lead to anxiety, depression. That is something that is one of the concerns. But by and large, parents are also worried because they are the biggest stakeholder in the entire saga that has happened initially, from the fact that the boys went missing. They just finding the bicycles, to the point that they're discovering their boys stuck in that cave. It was a sorry state, and today it's of course it's a story of optimism, a story of hope, clinging to hope, and hope has kept many people alive here. A lot of people here have made their temporary makeshift homes just to make sure that the story comes out from the media side, and of course from the volunteers, because a lot of volunteers have also arrived, not only to help the media, but volunteers such as divers. We met a diver early this morning who talked about how after hearing the story he came from Singapore to help. He didn't give the operational details, but he was very optimistic that the boys will be saved from this tragic incident that has happened. And we saw those letters also coming from the boys talking about what they would expect once they come out. They also apologized to their parents, but they largely said that they would like to have less homework. They would like to have their birthday parties, small things, but these small things also bring happiness but also sadness at the same time, because these are boys who are stuck, and the parents are worried parents, anxious parents, worried about their kids, about their sons who just went one day for a cycle ride and ended up missing. And this tragedy has unfolded in front of the world media, because the entire world media has descended here to understand and follow the situation, give minute by minute detail on the boys who were stuck, and 8 boys have been rescued, but still 4 boys left and 1 adult still stuck in those caves. Caves, of course, very small, dangerous caves, and a monsoon could have compounded the entire problem. But by and large, it seems it will be a story that will end with all is well.
Indeed, Siddharth, do stay on if you will. I want to take a moment or two to talk about the enormity of the operation. My colleague Molly Gambhir takes us through the terrain of the cave that shows the complexities of the rescue operation. Take a look.
Let's just try and give our viewers a sense of what's happening on ground and what makes this entire operation all the more challenging. Let's just also take a look first at where exactly the cave complex lies. It lies beneath the Doi Dang Non, which is a mountain range located on the border between Thailand and Myanmar. Now, the Thai Navy SEALs have set up a base which is about 1.5 kilometers from the entrance of the cave. Now, this operative location is called Chamber 3. 1.5 kilometers from this base, meaning approximately 3 kilometers into the cave from the entrance, is the Sam Yak Junction. It forks into an exit from the cave that unfortunately is flooded because of the torrential rainfall. And in fact, it was from this point that flood water entered the cave in the first place, which led to the boys and their coach being trapped and stranded inside. Now, the cave widens from here for a short distance, but soon narrows to passageways that are extremely narrow, so narrow that rescuers need to crawl to get through. Most of the low-lying crevices are filled with water from the rainfall, and around 4 kilometers deep further into the cave is where the boys were found, near a landmark area of higher ground known as Pattaya Beach. Now, the search team managed to reach them after they widened an access hole and found the team on a muddy patch around 200 meters away from Pattaya Beach. They were found sitting on a muddy patch around 200 meters. Now, the rescue team members have dotted the stretch of the cave with emergency oxygen tanks at a distance of every 25 to 50 meters. The rescue process includes a mix of walking, wading, climbing and diving along guide ropes that are already in place. The plan was that as the boys swam, one Navy diver would swim beside each boy and another one would then follow them. Some of the boys are not professional swimmers, which means that they need all kind of available support. They have been equipped with wetsuits, boots, scuba masks, but no oxygen tanks. The tanks are heavy and the boys have not been trained to carry them on their backs. Their toughest challenge then came near the beginning of the treacherous route. During a terrifying 200-meter dive, the boys had to squeeze through a narrow 38-centimeter hole in the rock known as a choke point. The submerged choke point is just 38 centimeters high and 72 centimeters wide. And once they have crossed this point, which is called the choke point, given the challenges that it entails, there is a long trek back to the entrance of the cave.
All right, going back to my colleague Siddhant Sibal, who is standing by in Chiang Rai, Thailand, to talk us through the latest news coming in from Chiang Rai, where 8 of the 12 boys have been rescued so far in 2 days of operations, and the operation is expected to resume tomorrow morning to bring back the others back to safety. Siddhant, coming back to you one more time, what are you hearing about tomorrow's operations and about the process to bring the remaining members of the team back to safety?
Well, tomorrow, as expected, we expect the entire operation to start at 11 a.m. local time and continue till the time that the boys are not rescued. And it seems now, very optimistically, I'm saying that the boys will be rescued. All the remaining boys will be rescued, because there's a sense of optimism in the air, a sense of hope, especially after this news coming that the 4 boys have been rescued today. We saw a flurry of activity throughout the day, but no official coming out and confirming us. And now, just a short while ago, we got a confirmation, and it will become official once the press conference happen. The international media is waiting with bated breath for the briefing to happen. Here's most of the people sitting on the ground, because there's no space absolutely left for the people here standing, though volunteers are doing their level best. But tomorrow will be the D-Day, it seems, when all the boys will be rescued, and it will be a story that will have a very happy ending, because every stakeholder, whether it's the government here, whether it's the volunteers, whether it's the foreign governments, everyone try to do a bit. And it's a story of not only human grit and determination, it's a story of human bonds, especially bonds between parents and sons, and other bonds of people coming together to save these 12 boys and one adult who went for a trip and ended up being stuck in a cave. And now the operations, today is the second day, tomorrow likely to be the third day and the official day of the rescue mission, when the boys will be put out of the cave. But still there is worry about them, because mentally and physically they can still suffer, and they will be admitted to the hospital for a pretty long time. We also have, as I've already told you, the parents are still not allowed to meet the boys till the time they fully recover.
Indeed, Siddhant, do stay on. I want to remind our viewers that you're watching the special coverage here on WION of the rescue operation underway in Chiang Rai, Thailand, to bring back the members of the football team back to safety. Now, Siddhant was talking about the multinational effort to bring back the boys safely back to the surface of that cave. All right, let me just remind the viewers, you're watching the special coverage here on WION of the rescue operation underway in Chiang Rai, Thailand, to bring the members of the football team safely back to the surface from inside the Tham Luang cave in Chiang Rai. These are live visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai, where Prime Minister of Thailand, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, is meeting the local authorities and the rescue team to have first-hand information of how the operation is progressing as we speak. Remember, 8 boys have been rescued so far in operation that lasted the entire day today and yesterday, and 4 boys and the football coach remain trapped inside the cave complex in Tham Luang, and they will be brought back to the surface as expected in the operation which will resume tomorrow morning. All right, just to bring our viewers up to speed with all the latest coming in from Thailand, 8 boys have been rescued so far in 2 days of rescue operations in Chiang Rai, Thailand. These are live visuals coming to you from the location where the Thai Prime Minister, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, is interacting with the local authorities. All right, I'm told that there's a media briefing being planned as we speak in Chiang Rai. Let's listen in to that briefing, and also my colleague Siddhant Sibal, who is standing by in Chiang Rai. Siddhant, over to you.
Well, the briefing is shortly to start, and we expect some kind of announcement, official announcement, to be made by the Thai officials here, something which the entire media is waiting for. If I can ask my camera person to just pan and show the media presence, the media, international media presence is huge here. It's possible to stand, it seems, but the briefing is all set to start, and in the briefing it seems it will be official that the 4 boys have been rescued today, and making it 8 the total number of boys who have been rescued from that terrible tragedy that has happened. So that is the briefing which everyone is waiting for with bated breath here at the place where the temporary.
I'm afraid we've lost that link with Siddhant.
A story that has.
All right, it's back on live again. Let's listen in.
So the media briefing is shortly to start. We all are waiting for the media briefing. Who will brief and what will be the big announcement? Because after every operation, there is a media briefing. Yesterday also and today, the briefing happening, and it's expected that the briefing happens today also. This will be the second briefing of the day, because earlier in the briefing, the official told the media that the operations, the rescue operation started at 11 a.m. in the morning. And after that there was no briefing. This is the final end briefing of the day, and this will answer a lot of questions which the journalists here have, including how long the operation lasted, and where the boys are kept, what next, and questions which many people must be thinking of and hope to ask also from the government. But by and large, this is a briefing which everyone will be waiting for, and tomorrow is the big day when the operation starts again, likely to start at 11 a.m. local time and continue till the nightfall.
All right, so as Siddhant pointed out, we are waiting to hear from the Thai government officials, possibly the Thai Prime Minister himself, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, about the rescue operations underway in Chiang Rai, Thailand, where 8 boys have been rescued so far, and the remaining 4 boys and their football coach can be expected to be brought back to safety in the operations when they resume tomorrow. These are live visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai, where Thai Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha is meeting with the local authorities, and my colleague Siddhant Sibal will get you all the latest as and when the briefing begins. All right, so just to bring our viewers up to speed with all the latest news coming in from Chiang Rai in Thailand, 8 boys have been rescued, brought back to safety in operation that began yesterday and ended for the day today. 4 boys and the football coach still remain trapped inside the Tham Luang cave in Chiang Rai. And these are live visuals coming to you from Chiang Rai, where we are waiting to hear from the Thai government officials, possibly the Thai Prime Minister himself, General Prayut Chan-o-cha, about the rescue operation itself and the condition of the 8 boys rescued so far. All right, if I can go across to my colleague Siddhant Sibal in Chiang Rai one more time. Siddhant, walk us through what is happening around you as we speak, and when can we expect to hear from the Thai authorities?
Well, that's a question everyone is waiting here. When will the officials come out and brief the media? Because we all have been waiting for a pretty long time, and it's really hot and humid here, and obviously a lot of insects also here. But by and large, the story is something that everyone is waiting for. The story which has gripped the world. The story of the boys who were stuck in that cave. 8 have been rescued, and 4 likely to be rescued soon, along with the adult coach who is likely to be rescued. And throughout the day we saw a flurry of activities, including helicopters and ambulances going past us, and second briefing of the day. First briefing just telling us that 11 a.m. the briefing, the operation started, and the same set of the people, the rescuers, were involved in the operation as were on a Sunday. That was the first day of the rescue mission. But remember, this is a very dangerous job as well. We saw what happened last week. One of the former Navy SEALs of the Thailand died in that entire operation. That was something of a tragedy, a major tragedy. So that is why this entire operation is being done in a very cautious manner, in a manner that that doesn't endangers the life of anyone, but also about rescuing those boys who have got caught in that terrible tragedy. And we are seeing another activity happening towards my life. We can see a lot of people coming towards. If my camera person can pan, and you can see those visuals of the officials arriving and about to brief here at the media center, and we can expect some kind of major announcement to happen very soon. So there you have it, the press conference all set to start, a big press conference which everyone was waiting here, a press conference that will give us the final details of what happened today, and confirm which many people and media have been saying that 4 boys have been rescued today. So over to that briefing, if my camera person can just pan to the briefing now and tell what's going to happen.
Right, so as Siddhant pointed out, we are just moments away from the official media briefing by the Thai local authorities about day 2 of the rescue operation. Today, if you remember, 4 more boys were rescued and brought to safety. So let's wait to hear from the Thai officials about the status of those rescue operations. Let's listen in.
ก็ได้เวลาอีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับที่เราได้มาพบกันในวันนี้นะครับก็เป็นผมเชื่อว่าหลายๆท่านก็คงสังเกตการไปหลายๆเรื่องแล้วนะครับแต่ขอพูดเหตุการณ์นะครับที่เราปฏิบัติงานอย่างเป็นทางการนะครับก่อนอื่นผมต้องขอพวกเรานะครับด้วยพระเดชานุภาพแห่งสมเด็จพระเจ้าอยู่หัวและพระบรมวงศานุวงศ์ทุกพระองค์นะครับที่ทรงห่วงใยน้องๆเขานะครับแล้วก็ทรงพระราชทานพลังใจอันยิ่งใหญ่พระราชทานสิ่งของต่างๆให้กับพวกเราในทีมปฏิบัติงานทุกคนนะครับพวกเรากราบขอบพระคุณนะครับท่านพระองค์ท่านอย่างยิ่งนะครับแล้วก็วันนี้นะครับเรา ปราบปลื้มเป็นอย่างมากที่เราสามารถสำเร็จนะครับเราช่วยน้องๆได้อีก4คนนะครับเข้ามาเราเข้าไปปฏิบัติการตั้งแต่เวลา 11 น.ที่บอกไปแล้วนะครับแล้วก็ประมาณ20 น.เศษน้องๆทั้ง4คนส่งถึงโรงพยาบาลเชียงรายประชานุเคราะห์นะครับวันนี้ส่งด้วยอากาศยานทั้ง4รายนะครับแล้วก็ตอนนี้ปลอดภัยมีสติดีทุกคนนะครับสิ่งที่เป็นข่าวดีในวันนี้ก็คือว่าเมื่อวานเราเริ่มปฏิบัติงาน 10.18 น.เราส่งคนสุดท้ายถึงโรงพยาบาลเชียงรายประชานุเคราะห์ 21.30 น.เราใช้เวลาช่วยเหลือหรือกู้ภัยน้องๆ4คนใช้เวลาประมาณ11ชั่วโมงเศษนะครับ11ชั่วโมง12นาทีวันนี้เราเริ่มปฏิบัติการ11 น.นะครับถึงเวลาประมาณ20 น.เศษนะครับเท่ากับเราใช้เวลาปฏิบัติการประมาณ9ชั่วโมงนะครับ9ชั่วโมงเราเร็วขึ้น2ชั่วโมงจากเมื่อวานนะครับก็คือเรามีทีมปฏิบัติงานที่เพิ่มขึ้นนะครับแล้วก็เรามีความชำนาญมากขึ้นจากเมื่อวานนี้นะครับวันนี้ทีมปฏิบัติงานมีผู้ปฏิบัติงานในถ้ำทั้งหมดที่ช่วยเหลือกัน